Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Chris the Dime One, and I am back with another video. Okay, we're going to redo this live stream. I apologize for that. It just didn't come off right. The camera shaking, this, that, and the third. You know what you got to do. Rate, comment, subscribe. We're going to be talking about an article I read on BleacherReport.com. Basically, the article was about all 30 teams are going to express their interest for signing LeBron James this coming summer when the NBA season is over with. You know what you got to do, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Now, we're going to talk about this in detail. I'm going to give you guys the 4 teams I see that have a strong desire, that has a strong position to sign LeBron James this summer. Okay? Now, with that being said, let's go into this topic. LeBron James is going to have more teams express more interest for him this free agency when it falls this summer than he had when he was a free agent from Cleveland. He ultimately took his talents to South Beach, Miami. All right. More teams are going to try to express and try to get hook, line, and sinker LeBron James to play for their team. To me, there's only really 3 teams that have a strong possibility of signing LeBron James. Even though this summer, a lot of teams can move certain salaries around so they can sign LeBron James if LeBron James wants to go there. Okay, the first team I'm going to tell you guys, and it's not in no particular order, it's the San Antonio Spurs. LeBron James always wanted to play for the San Antonio Spurs. He likes Greg Popovich. He likes the organization. He likes the structure. The structure is solid enough to sign LeBron James. LeBron James will be happy to go there, and he will plug in quite nicely with the San Antonio Spurs. All right. So that is a good destination and a good possibility of seeing LeBron James there. The second team is, and like I said, it's not in no particular order, but the second team, to me, if he's still chasing rings and if he still wants to be the GOAT and surpass Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the best logical conclusion is, if you can't beat them, join them, the Golden State Warriors. That will fit very well for LeBron James. LeBron James wouldn't ask a lot to sign with the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are not going to have the flexibility, salary cap wise, to sign LeBron James to an enormous contract. Okay, but they can sign him enough to make him happy. Now, the sticky part is for the Golden State organization and those players to have amnesia and just somehow, some way trade away your boy Green. I think Green is the glue of the Draymond Green. He's the glue of the Golden State Warriors, and for them to do that, that's pretty cold. Okay. To just simply say, okay, we want LeBron James so bad, we're willing to trade Draymond Green for, just trade him to another team so we can have the salary cap flexibility to sign LeBron James. This is the only way this is going to work if LeBron James still has a strong desire to surpass Michael Jordan. This is the only team I can see in a situation situation where he can win multiple rings. Okay, not to say he can't win a ring with San Antonio Spurs, but he can have multiple rings with the Golden State Warriors, and his style fits their style. They're shooters. They need someone on the floor that's going to throw the ball in the right place at the right time. And who better than LeBron James? Now, Draymond Green is a poor man's version of LeBron James. Okay, so the only way I can see this working out if they trade Draymond Green. or if Draymond Green wants a bigger contract and a bigger stake in the team, and they say, well, you know, we can't give you that. Let's just trade you to a team that can give you that, and then we can trade him away and put in LeBron James. LeBron James style sort of fits, coincide with the Golden State Warriors. They're shooters. LeBron James is an assist maker. He likes to put the ball, and he likes to throw the ball at the right situation at the right time. Okay, so that's a team that could possibly sign LeBron James. The third team, once again, there is not in no particular order, is the Lakers. Now, the reason why I chose the Lakers is simple. LeBron James has a relationship with Magic Johnson. And Magic Johnson, a lot of people think there's a lot of Magic Johnson in LeBron James. More Magic Johnson than Michael Jordan. And I will tend to agree with that. Michael Jordan was primarily a scorer. Even though he can defend, he's primarily labeled as a scorer. Okay? That's something LeBron James is not labeled as. It's not a bad thing, but he has more DNA of Magic Johnson than Michael Jordan. Now, plus, with the Lakers, out of the teams I just mentioned, the Lakers have, excuse me, the biggest salary cap. They have the possibility of signing 3 All-Stars if LeBron James takes less. Okay, they can sign Paul George. They can be in the running to sign Chris Paul when he becomes a free agent. Okay, or other pieces, you know, or Anthony Davis. You know, they have pieces where they can trade Anthony Davis to the Lakers, and I'm just saying the scenarios are a lot better. You can get a better roster faster, quicker than with the Lakers versus the San Antonio Spurs and the Golden State Warriors. Or they can stay packed and LeBron James can work with what he has. Lonzo Ball, even though a lot of people are on again, off again on him, you have to realize this is he hasn't even played a full season. And we really haven't seen the best of Lonzo Ball. And that's primarily because he works better with better players around him, okay? Not to throw any shade at the players that they have, but having LeBron James and Paul George on your squad is a lot better than what you got right now, okay? They also have the coach that LeBron James can respect, and he's going to run the Golden State offense. He likes to score more. And LeBron James like a coach that wants to have that in their resume, scoring more. Okay. Notice the teams I mentioned, they're all in the West. Okay. LeBron James has never played in the Western Conference. Okay. He had played against teams in the Western Conference, but he never took his talents to the Western Conference. And I feel like that's pretty much where he's centered in going. Okay. The last team, and it's going to be a shocker to a lot of people, is the Miami Heat. Now, here's the reason why I chose the Miami Heat. The reason why I chose the Miami Heat is simple. They're more familiar with LeBron James. And the Miami Heat, if LeBron James go to the Miami Heat, it's not going to be wherever Pat Riley says go. LeBron James is going to have more influence with this organization. Okay, so they already got the coach. He already played with Eric Spoelstra. He doesn't want anyone else but him. So they got the coach locked. All right. Whiteside is only getting better, and they have other players that might attract LeBron James going to Miami. Plus, his family love living in Miami. Okay, his wife, his kids, they all enjoyed the Miami atmosphere. And here's another reason: Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade probably going to play his final season in the NBA, his last season with the Miami Heat. And LeBron James would do that because they're boys and they're tight. And plus, LeBron James will have influence enough to tell the ownership of Miami to hire Dwayne Wade once he retires as a Miami Heat, hire him in the front office. And they will do that for LeBron James, okay? Because once again, LeBron James will have more influence his second time around in Miami versus his first time around in Miami, okay? Now, there are other teams I can just throw out there. I think if the Knicks had their act together and they had the coach that LeBron James wouldn't mind playing for, and they had a better, the organization was sound in mind and concrete, I think that will be a great destination to see LeBron James go to. LeBron James always admired playing in the Mecca, Madison Square Garden. You know, a lot of great things happen in Madison Square Garden. LeBron James, you know, likes that lifestyle, but unfortunately, the Knicks are not good enough as of right now, and they're rebuilding. Okay, so that, you know, I can see why people say that the Knicks, but that train has passed many moons ago. Okay, the Clippers will be a decent place for LeBron James to go to. They have West. They have West in the office. He has a council type title. The ownership, he loves the owner there, and he always wants to own his own team. Well, that will be the best person to pair up with. So he, you know, and that will be a great relationship for LeBron James. All right. Not so much of the roster. I don't think LeBron James, his strongest desire is to play for the Clippers, and all they got is Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. Okay. They will have to add a little bit more pieces, but the possibility is there. Houston is another possibility. Okay. Houston, they got Chris Paul, LeBron James, Chris Paul. They're tight. They're family. Okay. James Harden is probably a player that LeBron James thinks about and say, wow, if I was a facilitator, that would be the perfect person to put in the right situation at the right time. All James Harden do is score. Okay. But James Harden's trying to get his act together on the defensive side of things. I don't think LeBron James is happy with James Harden and his defense, what little defense he you know, gives. And even though he may give Mike D'Antoni 1 year, but then after that, if he doesn't see the team getting any better, there's a possibility that he may want another type of coach, Tyronn Lue, maybe you know, down the road. Okay, so yeah, I can see other teams, but the 4 teams I mentioned have the strongest possibility. Do not be surprised this summer if he choose one of those 4 teams, or simply go back to Cleveland. You know, Cleveland is not that bad. You know, Isaiah Thomas will be off the books. Derrick Rose will be off the books. They already got Kyrie Irving off the books. I know in the back of his mind, he really loved to get Kevin Love out of there quick, fast, in a hurry, because Kevin Love has deteriorated. Okay, they really haven't used Kevin Love the way Minnesota used Kevin Love. And if he had to do it all over again, he probably would have kept Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is really like I said, when he signed with Cleveland, I think that was his first mistake, you know, letting go of Andrew Wiggins. He said, well, he didn't want to play around a bunch of young people. Having Andrew Wiggins and Kyrie Irving plus himself, they probably, you know, well, they didn't even win the ring. They didn't even win a ring his first time in Cleveland, and they probably would have still won the ring the second year in Cleveland. Okay, and they will probably would have won last year if they had Wiggins and Kyrie Irving with LeBron James. Because what have J.R. Smith have done for you? Nothing. Kevin Love, the same. Okay, so basically, you got all these parts now that are really, they wasn't even contributing 2 years ago, and they're not even contributing now. Okay, so I think if he had to do it all over again, he probably would have kept Wiggins. All right. And, you know, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to stay any longer on this stream. I told you guys the 4 teams that have the biggest interest for LeBron James. And if you had to pin me down and say, well, you can only pick one. You can only pick one. I will pick the Lakers. Because the Lakers, they have the coach that he likes. He also cool and tight with Magic Johnson. And they have the salary cap flexibility to sign 2 more big-time superstars. They can get Paul George and who else? Plus LeBron James. And they can keep what they already have. Okay? Alonzo Ball, Ingram. I think those 2 players are special for the Lakers. Randall, not so much. The Lakers are really, in a sly type of way, is trying to find a team for Randall to go to. Okay, because Randall, not because he's a bad player, but his style don't necessarily fit what they're doing on the court. Okay, it's one of those things. But guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Don 1, and I am out.